If there's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20, a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive. Even though it might be rare from what you guys think.
It is.
If it would happen, what would you recommend for those people? Would they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going.
You can't divorce, and that's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive?
Because you got to endure. People are too...
You want to stick in the
People
relationship?
are just...
See, I mean, look,
people
I'm gonna be
nowadays
honest.
are just...
For anyone that might be in that situation, what would you recommend?
Okay,
endure.
I'll tell
Would
you
they
what,
give up
I'll tell you
divorce?
what, it is such an extreme example that I can't give a prescription for what other people should do.
What about if two people get married, they have a kid, and then the wife starts cheating? Do you think they should divorce?
Absolutely. Jesus himself said in cases of adultery, divorce is
So you think that
permissible.
divorce is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Or
children...
cheating, sorry. You think that
Cheating
cheating
is
is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Sorry.
children, yes.
Absolutely
I think I'm not going to say this is worse.
Divorce
I mean,
is worse for the
I
children.
already-
This is why a lot of people say the manosphere is dying, because you can't honestly expect someone to stay around while they're being physically beat up. It doesn't make any sense. And even in the Bible, it says it ain't just cheating. It's also physical abuse and also anybody that's keeping you away from worshiping. Things like that, man. Like they just pick and choose what it. Endure that butt kicking. Stay around for the kids even though he tearing you up or whatever the case is. To be a man, you can't just be an extremist. You have to see everything on the table, on the plate, on the board, or whatever item you want to use. When you look at it, you have to be honest with yourself and say, these are not mutually exclusive. They're not. Cheating is wrong, and physical beating on your spouse is wrong. You should be able to leave for both of them. That is not some complex thing. God. And for the audacity for them to say endure. But the moment you hear cheating, it's like, oh, nope, I'm out. Like, man, either you could tell these people have never been in a relationship for real, or they're just spewing something they read from some weirdo book or something.
You know how to make huge clips, like cracking open a bottle of Henny.
Wow, that was unbelievable.
Let's check it out.
I think I might just have a taste.
Maury sipping Henny. Would you ever think it would go viral?
What happened was that after the show on a Friday, when I did my last show out of 5 shows that week, I would tell the studio audience, I said, have you all had enough? Because I'm going for the Henny.
Maury out here having a drink, man. He's sipping on that Henny. Straight no chaser.
Country is more divided now than it was when Martin Luther King marched when I was a kid. The Civil War was something that no one could do anything about, because the whites, quote unquote, whites from the South are not the only ones that had slaves. Slaves are all over the world. Slaves still exist today.
Do you think there's a direct effect from slavery to how Black Americans are able to live today?
No, I don't. They have a chance to learn. They live in the best country in the world. If they open their eyes and listen, instead of just focusing on their little area and people that they hang out with, they would learn a lot.
But from what you said, it sounds like you were born before the civil rights movement.
Oh yeah.
So Black people couldn't buy houses in your lifetime when you were maybe a baby.
I'm well aware of that.
You were 5. So you don't think there's any downstream effect?
I felt depressed at that time.
Yeah.
But that's what Martin was trying to correct. Right now, I see so many people living off the government handout.
I'm pretty sure welfare use per capita is higher in red states than blue states.
Yes, but there's so many people living off of the government handouts. And that is not that much farther away from slavery. They were a slave. They were given housing, food, clothing, medical care. The people asked them to work. Yes, there were landowners that were violent and mean to some of them, but there were others that were humanistic.
They give you food, clothing, housing, in jail. So what's the difference? I mean, I'm just intrigued. Like, what's the actual difference? You know what I mean? They always try to say, well, they were fed. Yes, so they were treated well. Not all of them, but, some were. And Like, that lady, you know, she talking about getting out of their little areas. It sounds like she's in her little area as well.
At this time, we would like parents come down, students will stay down here.
Hey, he's not taking it, but you're gonna let me. Those kids. Hey, that's not even your kid. He's not taking it, but he's gonna talk. He's just gonna talk to her. He's just gonna talk to her. Do not touch me. Just gonna talk to her.
Hey. Okay, it says Daddy just wanted a moment to let Ella know he calls 2 times a day asking to see her, asking to talk to her. Her mother is alienating her. There is no paperwork.
Hey, they can talk. Don't have a disturbance in front of all these people and all these children.
You have no paperwork saying you can take her. I want to talk to her. I'm not going to take her.
Yeah. Hey,
I want to talk to her.
Listen.
If you look at the mother on the end, you can actually see that she's a grimy individual. In her face, she had so much rage. That daughter loves her daddy. You could tell, daddy, and this guy over here trying to intercept. Man, look, the one thing that you can do super harmful to a child is keeping a good father away from him. I can understand that the guy's drunk, abusive, you know, just causes all types of problems, you know, things like that. That kind of makes sense. Hey, until you get your life together, you got to have visitation, man. You wilding out. Okay, all right, cool. But if the father's a good father and all he wants to do is be around his child, then let him. Because I bet money you taking child support. I could put money you taking child support. But you don't want him to see his kids. So you're going to actually damage your own child like that. Because once the truth is revealed that you were the problem, you'll lose your child off of it because of your selfishness. And that's facts.
Do you have a type?
I like guys that don't like me. And when they start liking me, I don't like them. And it's really really sad. It's weird. But unless I really, really, really like them, then I'll still like them. But I like when guys act like they don't like me and don't act interested in, you know what I'm saying?
I don't care how cute she is. I don't care about none of that. At all costs, run. Do not waste your time with her. She sounds like a girl that like playing cat and mouse. Oh, you don't like me today? Oh, come talk to me. Oh, you like me now? Oh, no, can't be around. Nah, one, she's an adult. So if she's an adult behaving like this, all she's going to do is cause you chaos, man. So I'm telling you, man, save yourself the trouble. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments section and be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody? Peace.